Hi, Edge. Pleasure to talk to you, and thank you so much for taking the time.
How you doing?
Not too bad, thank you. So I wanted to ask, you mentioned a lot about the dynamics of a triple threat match, and sometimes, the storytelling leading up to it can be a little bit clunky. You guys have absolutely smashed it with the storytelling on the screen, but actually what seems to be overlooked a bit is the storytelling off the screen. We've got three guys in the main event of WrestleMania who at one point not too long ago we thought might never wrestle again, obviously for some different reasons. I want to ask, when did you find out that Daniel Bryan would be added? And have you guys, the three of you, spoken about the significance of your respective journeys and how it's all culminating on the grandest stage of them all in the main event of WrestleMania?
Well, I think in the build to Fastlane is when we were told it was going to change to a triple threat. The three of us have not talked about it. I think it's an unspoken thing that we all know, obviously. And what's strange about it is our stories, our journeys, the journey of Adam, Bryan, and Joe doesn't help further the narrative. And it doesn't help paint one guy as the villain and one guy as the hero. And, so it can muddy those waters. All of that being said, if you look at our three stories outside of the characters, I think those stories help you invest in the characters more, because what these three men have fought and clawed and scratched and, to get back this thing that, at all three, separate journeys, I think probably thought, well, that this might be it, or this is it. I know for me, I thought this was it. So I can't speak for them, but I was done and I was told I had no choice. So to have three guys in a position to be able to main event, having those stories, I like to think that helps you invest in the characters even more. So it's this underlying thing underneath it all that is actually kind of bigger than it all, which doesn't make a lot of sense, but in my mind does. So, and I think that's helped with the build, because there's a lot of real involved. There's a lot of truth involved. And in order for a storyline to fire on all cylinders, it's going to have some truthful aspects to it, for the performers to be able to pull it off, and for the performers to have it feel genuine to the audience. I think when you see an Edge promo, you go, man, a lot of what he's saying, that dude feels. And not only does Edge feel it, but Adam feels it. And I think that is a difference maker. And with these three guys, that's a pretty easy thing to tap into.